Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Club Out the Club That Was Sports Report, coming to you live right here in Leesburg, Virginia, Loudoun County area. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll talk to you guys about the fact that the Heat have taken down the Celtics 112 to 109, by the way, by 3 points. I'll tell you guys about the fact that Zlatan had coronavirus. He's going to be in quarantine for sure. He's going to wait test results. I'll tell you guys about the fact that two Louisville cops were shot down. And they arrested a perpetrator, by the way, who's facing numerous charges stemming from the incident. Stemming from the jury by a Louisville grand jury that indicted on the regarding the Brown Taylor death toll, by the way. So that's how it's going to be. And also, I'll tell you guys also about the fact that Mario Lopez is going to be hosting the Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. fight, by the way, as well, and doing introductions for the fight, by the way. Tell you guys about the fact that a skateboarding legend has been deceased, by the way, as well. Cat and Jordyn Woods going on a yacht, on a birthday bash on a yacht, by the way, in Cabo. I'll get you guys that just for sure. Alex Gordon retiring after 14 seasons with the Royals, by the way. So that's I'm gonna talk about. And made birthday wishes out to Sonya Deville, Sonya Deville, Steve McMahon, Drew Gooden, Slipknot, Sean Crahan, Victoria Pendleton, Hannah Brown, Pia Wurzbach, Ian Bowe, and many others out there, and even Trinidad James as well. Also, the Pac-12 is going to have 7 games, by the way. I'll get you guys that just for sure. And that will be, and also the Robert Kraft charges have also been dropped, by the way, as well. So that's all it is I'm going to have for today, buddy. So I'm going to get you guys ready to it. I'm going to start things off with the fact that the Heat have taken down the Celtics. They have a 2-1 lead. They have a 2-1 lead, or I should say, 2-1 lead. By the way, they are in Game 4. In Game 4. By the way, they defeated the Celtics 112-109. So Jayson Tatum has 28. Jayson Tatum had 28 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. Kemba Walker had 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. Jaylen Brown had 21 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. Marcus Smart had 10 points, 2 rebounds, and 11 assists. Gordon Hayward had 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. Tyler Herro, the actual hero, he had 37 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. Jim Butler had 24 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. Goran Dragic had 22 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Bam Adebayo had 20 points, 12 rebounds, and 4 assists. So the Heat are actually, I think 2 wins away, I guess. So that's something a lot of people have been pinpointing on. And this is trouble for the Celtics, by the way, as well. So I think they're only what I think they're only 2 wins away. That is. So the Heat Celtics are in trouble, by the way. I can tell you guys about that right now. And it doesn't seem like the Heat are stepping up. The Celtics are stepping up, by the way. So it does not look good. And obviously this is trouble for everybody out there. For the Celtics, by the way, Celtics, they need to step it up here because right now they are getting crippled And I just think this. So I think the Heat right now are just done for. They're just done. So say what you want to everybody, but that's just the reality. So the Heat need to like at least step it up here. I mean, I think they got a 3-1 lead. By the way, the Celtics right now they may be done. So obviously the Celtics they need to get together because they are falling apart here. It doesn't seem like they're not winning a lot of games. I mean, I think they got a 3-1 lead. So yeah, it's like yeah, the Heat have been the Celtics in 2 games. Celtics beat them in 1 game. So the Heat right now they have a 3-1 lead, and if the Celtics don't get together, they're done. So I think it's safe to say the Celtics. I think it's safe to say that no one's not going to see Lakers versus Celtics old school classic in the NBA Finals. By the way, so I think that match is in dire jeopardy. So I think the Celtics right now are in jeopardy of losing their spot, and I think that it's safe to say that Celtics they were so close. They were just that close to tying up that series. But it's needless to say that the Heat right now are just taking over, and I think that the Heat are probably going to get back. The Celtics, by the way, they may be done for. That's all I'm going to say on that note. So I think it's safe to say that the Heat right now, they may be in trouble here. And it doesn't seem like, they're not winning a lot of games. And it's just disappointing. And I think it's just safe to say that right now. Well, actually, yeah, they have a 3-1 lead. The Heat have a the Heat right now the Celtics right now are in trouble. So I think it's necessary. The Celtics they need to win some games here because they are in trouble. So it's obvious to me the Celtics may not make it. And if this keeps up, if the Celtics they lose in game 5, they're done. The Heat right now, man, they gotta be stopped. They need to be stopped because Celtics are getting torched here. This is not looking good. Hopefully the Celtics they can survive in like game 5 and 6, take it to like game 7. So they really need to set this up because right now they are just Celtics are getting picked apart, and it just seems like all may be lost for the Celtics. That's what can ensue here because the Celtics they lose in game 5. That's it. He can go on to win this Eastern Conference round. So if the Celtics do not step up, they're done. So that's almost it right there, everybody. So Celtics step it up. So you can step it up. Others I want to point out here that Zlatan, by the way, he has coronavirus. By the way, he's in quarantine. He's gonna be waiting test results, so not looking good for him. And that's all I will have for that, everybody. Also, this though, guys, I want to address this that um 2 Louisville cops were shot down, sustained life-threatening injuries. The perpetrator has been arrested and charged. By the way, as well, the perpetrator faces charges of wanton endangerment and assault on a cop, by the way. He's going to be awaiting, he will, however, be awaiting, he will be awaiting, he will be awaiting, he will be awaiting, I think indictment, by the way, and charges. He was, now the perpetrator was named Lorenzo Johnson. He faced 14 counts of wanton, one on endangerment, and 2 counts of assaulting a cop, by the way. The 2 cops were shot during protests regarding Briant Taylor's death toll, by the way. He was booked earlier today. He'll be arraigned on tomorrow. And this all stems after their numerous protests regarding the grand jury indictment, by the way. This all regards to the Louisville grand jury indictment on Briant Taylor's death toll. Unfortunately, I said this yesterday, one cop by the name of Brett Hankinson, he was charged on wanton endangerment for shooting down a neighboring apartment, for sure. There's all regarding, but he was not charged for Briant Taylor's death toll. Now, 2 other cops that were in that role, Jonathan Manley and Cosgrove, they were not charged either regarding Briant Taylor's death toll. So I don't understand. I mean, it's just senseless. This is just completely senseless right now. This is uncalled for. So you're telling me right now that these 3 cops who took down Briant Taylor's life weren't even charged for her murder? Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. Complete BS. Something needs to be done. And I mean, something needs to be done about that, because Briant Taylor's family, they want justice. They do. They want justice. Her family members want justice. Her supporters, her followers, all her viewers, they want justice. I mean, the athletes, they were very upset that none of those 3 officers weren't even charged for Briant Taylor's murder, and that it completely makes 0 sense why one cop was charged for wanton endangerment after shooting down a neighboring apartment, by the way, but not charged for Briant Taylor's murder. Are you kidding? That's uncalled for. Because people, if the grand jury's gonna do something right, the least the grand jury could do is get the charges on the 3 individuals, the 3 perpetrator cops, the 3 corrupted cops that took up Briant Taylor's life. That's the only thing you gotta do. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Charge for the wanton endangerment, but just also charge them for the murder of Briant Taylor. That's all you guys gotta do. All 3 of those cops would have been charged on Briant Taylor's murder. One cop by the name of Brett Hankinson, he was charged for the endangerment of shooting down a neighboring apartment, but not charged with Briant Taylor's murder. Are you kidding me? This is sickening. Sickening. I'm disgusted with this at all. I can tell you that right now, everybody. So if you guys want to voice your opinions, go right ahead. Go right ahead. So if you guys want, so I'm gonna say this right now. If you guys want all three cops, Brett Hankinson, Jonathan Mattingly, and Cosgrove, if you want all three of those cops to be charged for Breonna Taylor's murder nor her assassination, please send out those tweets in the comment section down below. I'll be more than happy to address a response to that because this has been an issue that has been developing for the past few couple months since back in March. And I can tell you this right now, that there needs to be some poetic justice is what there needs to be because this is uncalled for. It's completely senseless. And yeah, Brian Hankinson, wasn't he wasn't even in charge either. I can tell you that. And, well, he was charged. Well, he was charged for shooting down a neighboring apartment, by the way, but not charged for the murder for Breonna Taylor's assassination. It's uncalled for. It's extremely uncalled for, and it's not sitting well with anybody. I can tell you that right now. It's not. Because it needs to be more restored. I think a lot of people are very upset, though. Man, I think that these fans, these viewers, want justice for Breonna Taylor's murder. They want justice. They want justice for Breonna Taylor's family members. What they want, not just for a murder, but they want justice for Breonna Taylor, but they want justice for Breonna Taylor's family members as well. That's all they want. So I'm just hoping that something goes right because Louisville right now it's not looking good right now because all the mayhem that's being ensued, stemming from regarding Breonna Taylor's murder, by the way, and grand jury indictment of Louisville grand jury regarding Breonna Taylor's assassination, by the way. So obviously something needs to be done, and I think that there needs to be some poetry justice to what it needs to be because this is just uncalled for. It really is. So all three of those cops should have been charged for Breonna Taylor's murder. That's all I can say right there, buddy, on that note. So nothing more I can say to it, everybody, on that. Also this though, guys, that that's how I'm going into. Robert Kraft Robert Kraft has misdemeanor charges stemming from his sex trafficking, prostitution, probe, or solicitation charges. They have now been dropped because of Florida prosecutors. They cannot go forward with the video that's being blocked that shows Robert Kraft paying these women at the organization day spa illegal sex acts. And Robert Kraft was among the 25 plus individuals to 300 plus individuals that was arrested and charged for soliciting other commit prostitution and soliciting a prostitute on 2 different occasions, by the way. And basically the Florida prosecutors they couldn't go forward with this case at all, nor the video that's being blocked that shows Robert Kraft engaging in these illegal sex acts at the organization day spa in Jupiter, Florida. So that's all I can say right there, everybody, on that note. And obviously, Robert Kraft could still face disciplinary action. He could still face repercussions from the NFL, by the way, for sure. So And not only that, he could also lose ownership of the Patriots. That could too. Robert Kraft is done for. So that's the longest saying that note, everybody. And that's all there is you need to know. And that could change everything. So you never know. Also, another time I want to get into, by the way, that Mario Lopez will be hosting the Iron Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. as the MC. The fight as the MC November 28th, by the way. That he's gonna do fight introductions. He's gonna fight. He's gonna fight introductions. He's gonna introduce various fighters and tossing musical acts throughout the event. By the way, then there will be coronavirus regulations that are going to be involved as well. So that is all there is you need to know. And obviously, this says a lot and everything. So, congrats on that. So, you guys are gonna know. Also, there's some guys that Alex Gordon has retired after 14 years with the Royals in the MLB. By the way, Alex Gordon at 682, third best walks, third most walks, 357. I'm sorry, 190, fourth most homers, 257, fifth most doubles, and six most games, 1,749 games in MLB history, by the way. So this is congrats to him on Alex Gordon's retirement, by the way. So that's exciting news there. And yep, that's just changes everything. And yep, game changer right there. So congrats to Alex Gordon's retirement, by the way. After 14 years in the MLB with the Royals, by the way. And that's all there is you need to know. And well, like he'll make it to the Pro Baseball Hall of Fame, by the way. I can tell you that right now. So credit's doing that. Also, there's the guys that Cat and Jordyn Woods, they took their birthday they took the birthday bash on a yacht in Cabo, by the way. He's number 23 jerseys, MJ jerseys, by the way. They even were jet ski joyriding, by the way, as well. Now, Carl Towns or Cat, by the way. He bought gifts for Jordyn Woods, by the way. Well, if you guys don't know who Jordyn Woods is, Instagram model, she was the one that was accused of making out with Tristan Thompson, by the way. Now, Tristan Thompson was accused of cheating on Khloe Kardashian. We know how that story went down. So her birthday was yesterday. And, Karl Anthony Towns and Jordyn Woods were spending time together in Cabo on a birthday bash on a yacht. Jet ski joyriding. Netcat bought gifts for Jordan, such as two Birken bags, a Chanel clutch, and an autographed MJ jersey, autographed signed MJ jersey, by the way. So that's surprising news there. Your credit's due, and they sort of look like an item. I can tell you that. And yeah, I think Cat and Jordyn Woods are together, and well, what's in on the last. So that's all there is to it. And they may have and they may have a showcase in store. So you stay tuned to that, everybody. Stay tuned, everybody, on that note. So that's all you guys got to do, everybody. And yep, does say it all. And well, nothing more to say to it. Also, I want to get you guys this that a skateboarding legend by the name of skateboarding legend by the name of KH. You guys know him as let's see, what's his name? Huff, by the way. Huff by the way as well. So yeah. So basically his name is Keith. So skateboarding legend was named Keith Huffnickle after he had a after he was battling brain cancer, by the way, as well. He's battled this for 2 years, 2.5 years. Fought to beat it, fought to beat his diagnosis. Now Keith Huffnickle was a skateboarding legend. He had a huge impact on the East Coast skating scene in the 90s and beyond. He was also the founder of Huff Worldwide. Also, he had he has recognized as a streetwear and sneaker icon as well. That's what he's recognized as. I want to send my thoughts and prayers out to Keith Huffnickle's family members, all of his fans, all of his viewers, the skateboarding industry, the USA Olympics, USA skateboarding industry. All subscribers to some horrific loss, and that's all. That's all you know. So send your thoughts, prayers out to down below, and use the hashtag rest in peace, Keith Huffnickle, and that's all you guys. All you guys got to do, everybody. So really big loss there. Big loss there. Also, some breaking news I want to point out, by the way. The Pac-12 conference is going to have seven conference football games being played. November 6th. Yeah, November 6th, by the way. So yeah. So basically, yeah. Pac-12 is going to have seven college football games, conference games are going to be played, by the way, as well. The schedule is not been released just yet. The conference game, the Pac-12 conference title game will be around December, by the way. The schedule's not been released yet, so there will be seven games that are gonna be out. 7 games, by the way, are gonna be out. And it's gonna be starting November 6th, by the way. So that's all you need to know, everybody. So the Pac-12 will be having 7 conference football games, 7 college football games starting November 6th, by the way. And that's all there is to it. Now they did cancel their season. Now they did cancel the season due to the coronavirus saga, but Pac-12 is going to reconsider doing 7 games, by the way. And that is all there is to it. The schedule's not been released yet, and once it's out, then I'll let you guys know what just at that time. So that's all you need to know on that note. And yeah, nothing more Twitter, everybody, on that. So that's all you know. Also, I want to say happy birthdays out to Brother wishes out to Slim Knot, Sean Crahan, Steph McMahon, Hannah Brown, Pia Wurzbach, Sonya Deville, Ian Bohan, Trinidad James, Owen Farrell, Colleen Garcia, Robert Irvine, Vontaze Burfict, Eddie George, Jack Sock, Rob Banks, Raphael Palmiro, Serving Man, April Hunter, Megan Ward, Drew Gooden, Brad Pickett, Victoria Pendleton, Aaron Chambers, and Kevin Miller. Send your brother wishes, brother shows, your brother tweets, your brother on that note. That's all you guys got to do.